what's up? We're Concrete Castles, and welcome back to our behind the scenes videos. This is a little series we're going to talk about the making, the filming, and the recording of the new songs to our upcoming album, and today we're going to be talking about Jealousy. Jealousy was, I don't even remember where we wrote this in the process of like all the songs, and like we said, these aren't coming out in order, but this one was definitely one that we had a very clear idea for lyrically and vocally, and it was very specifically about feeling jealous. Especially in terms of like what we do for our job in the industry, is you can have so many things and so many opportunities, and you can still just see people who are doing things more often than you, or like better than you, or you think that they're doing it better, whatever. And I think it's just about self-doubt and kind of wishing that you could just get over that and just be proud of what you're doing. So I think this song was like very meaningful for us in terms of like we've been in this industry for so long, even though it doesn't feel like it, and there's already people who've been doing it for so much longer than us, and people who are just so much further along in their careers. And I think it's just something that you can get jealous of, and you kind of forget like, wait, we have all of these other great things that we already are doing, and we just need to like be appreciative of that.
Musically, this song came around like the middle of our like final writing trip for the album, and I remember me and Sam especially just sitting there so burnt out on like oh my gosh, we've been doing stops and beeps and boops and riffs and all this, and we're like, what if we just wrote a chorus that just like played it straight through? This was like the reprieve for the music side of the album, because all the other songs that you will hear very shortly, I feel like we really tried to push the envelope with like, okay, how are we gonna make this fit into this kind of style, and how are we gonna make this sound really cool and like a lot of flair. And this one was just kind of the tried and true, like, me and Sam know how to write some rock riffs, we know how to write some rock guitar and drum parts, so let's just do it big, make it unapologetically what it is, and have fun with it.
And it's so funny because I feel like that song was so like that musically, and then the lyrics were like, let's make this like a heavy topic and like just throw this over top of this just like very simple song that we had, which I think actually worked, because I think it just made it very noticeable that like the lyrics in the song are very, very specific. There's a very specific thing that it's talking about, whereas some of the other songs, it kind of like the ideas for the lyrics stemmed from what we had for the music, but I think it was almost the opposite for this song.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you kind of listen to what we were getting inspired by at the time, like the Linkin Park, whatever, Third Eye Blind, System of a Down kind of like 90s, early 2000s rock, that is a lot of what happens, and I think that we all listen to that, so I don't know, I think that's like, that felt natural when we were writing it. And you know, when the drums were being recorded, usually the back and forth like deliberation between me and John, the producer that was with us for this, is very like, let's do like 3 tries of something, A-B them, okay, whatever. This one, it was kind of like, it wasn't one take, but it was certainly very like, all right, you know what to do, like get in there and do your thing. It was very, very natural feeling. It was much less calculated, I think.
With a lot of the other songs, we really tried to like, let's make our mark on things. Let's make this really interesting. Let's make this really cool. And it's not that we didn't try that with this song, but I think we definitely focused on the simplicity and then leaving room for what Audrey wants to do with the song. When it comes to the making of the video for Jealousy, we obviously, as Audrey touched on, had a very like specific topic to work with. The feeling of jealousy, the feeling of like inadequacy, and like that growing over time. And I think we visually wanted to like represent that in the video without kind of like hitting people over the head with it and doing like a storyline.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty good at what we do. I don't know if we're that good at what we do. I don't know if I can handle
song, Jealousy.
I don't know if I can handle the storyline. Yeah, maybe it's just a song getting in my head. But I think we definitely wanted to visually represent it through the like concept of like having like paint like absorb, you know, Audra as the song goes on. So we were sitting there and we're like, Audra, you gotta wear like all white, and like we put up all this painter's plastic and we're like, we're just gonna show the like degradation of like your, I guess, psyche.
Paint like crawling
and crawling up your arm and like throwing paint everywhere and doing all this and that.
Representing that
And,
idea.
I think, honestly, this video just started with that idea, and then you just made little adjustments to make that cool.
Hey everyone, it's Audra. We are here at like an a being renovated warehouse, and we are filming the video for our new Concrete Castle song, Jealousy. And we just loaded everything in from the car, and Zach and Matt are over there setting up right now while we kind of defrost. It's really cold in here, so let me show you what it looks like. This is where we're filming, right? This is the direction. So this is what it looks like now, and then it's going to be transformed by the time that Matt and Zach are done with it. So why is nothing ever enough? I gotta stop caring so much. So why I started biting my tongue instead of spilling my guts. I think I let jealousy really get the best of me.
But all the lights are set up, everything's set up, all the infrastructure to shoot the video. Once everything is finally in place, it's really just the instruments that need to get put into place now. We will start doing some test run-throughs, because I was explaining it to Audra earlier. We didn't have the room and didn't know what the light's gonna be like in all that situation, so we're probably gonna have to do a couple run-throughs before we even start recording, of just looking at the camera. Hey, this light needs to be up by 20%, this light needs to come down, this needs to be this. So we'll have to do a couple run-throughs of that and get everything set, but once all that's good, this shoot should go by very, very quickly, you know what I mean?
Knowing your hands are so cold that actually warming them up hurts worse.
Yeah.
Full form, final section of the video. How are we doing?
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. You now have the most amount of paint that you've had on all night. You've also been in the cold the longest
I'm
at
like
this point.
trying not to like violently shake like in these takes. I'm like,
We are 3 videos deep into our 8 video, 1 a month run. We're feeling good. We'll be transparent with you.
We're feeling okay.
We'll be transparent with you. We have already had to push videos back. So I think, because me and Audra were looking at like our schedule the other day, had the original dates, and I think we're like 1 or 2 weeks behind.
1 week difference of
already
when we were planning.
And we're not even halfway. So that's a little bit scary, but I'm very happy with not only how the videos are turning out, not only with how you guys are responding to them, but just the fact that we're sticking to it, and we're like, hey, we're gonna do this, it's gonna be good, we're gonna get these videos out, we're gonna get them to the quality that we want, and we're gonna stick to what we set out to do. But there have been roadblocks along the way, mostly just time. Time is finite.
I think the reassuring thing for all of us is all these songs are written and done. And I think that's like definitely the hardest, or at least the thing that weighs down on you the most, is like, at least we have a complete album and we know what we're doing, we have a vision for it. And now that things have started coming out, we have a timeline. Right now, we actually have time, which is the most important thing. We have a few months where we can really just dive into stuff and get ahead of schedule and get things done. So I think right now, in this moment, it's feeling good because we have things scheduled, we know where we're going. But yeah, it's a little bit stressful. Thanks so much for watching our behind the scenes of Jealousy, but don't worry, we still have 5 more videos to go. But this next one, we're shooting in a heated building, so get ready for So Addicted.
Go through every emotion, I fill your head with serotonin. It's like you're in a dream.